Hey, what's up guys, it's Kazoo here, and welcome to episode 16 of Scaling to Glory. And now we're going to start off by going into the first game of this episode, and we come up against a pretty strong team there in the 4-2-2 formation with Ibarbo and Shikawi up front. And it is actually my opponent starting off there with Shikawi. He tries out a shot from just outside the box and he puts it into the top corner to make it 1-0 and give him the early lead. Then we're in the 13th minute straight from kickoff. It is Charisma there on the ball with the skill moves. We almost lose the ball, but we get it back immediately. Then we went for a shot which is goalkeeper safe. Then a few minutes later he makes a big mistake there with his goalkeeper from a free kick. We pick it up with Rafinha and we do make it 1-1. A very lucky goal to get us back into the game and make it all even. Then 32nd minute, it is Quintero on the ball. We have the ball with Elton. We chip it over to Charisma. We probably should have gone with a volley, but he went with a header instead, which was a big shame. Then in the 45th minute, just before half time, we have the ball with Elton. We cut inside. We went for a shot and it actually went in as well to make it 2-1, give us the lead and actually pick up his 6th goal. Then we move on into the second half and we just had so many problems just clearing the ball away. As you can see, again a terrible clearance there from I think Chiellini. Then he picks it up here with Shikawi, turns around with a nice fake shot and yet again a nice shot there into the top corner to pick up his 2nd goal with Shikawi and make it all even. Then in the 90th minute we have Charisma on the ball, a lovely penna with a scoop turn. We pull off another skill move and then he puts it wide. I just couldn't believe it. The final chance in this game, it was ridiculous. But then in the 90th minute from the goal kick, he again makes a mistake with his goalkeeper. We pick it up with Elton and we actually make it 3-2 in the 90th minute to pick up his 7th goal. So a bit of a crazy game, especially with the things he did with his goalkeeper, was unbelievable. And you can see it from the stats as well. We had I think a similar amount of shots on target, both at 6 shots. So it was a pretty even game, but luckily enough we got a late winner in that game. So yeah, we move on in what will be the second game of this episode, and we come up against a really nice silver team with 2 5-star skillers, Arroyo on the left and actually Wellington Silva on the right, but obviously also a goalkeeper. And it was actually him getting the first chance there with Wellington Silva. A really nice tackle there from I think Danilo, and then he got another chance, but that was a pretty easy save from Handanovic there. In the 16th minute, a lovely running waka there from Charisma. We pull off a scoop turn and we pan his defender actually, and we put it into the bottom corner to make it 1-0 and give us an early lead. A really nice goal there from Charisma, who obviously showed his class just like in the previous episode and probably should have done in the previous game. But anyway, just before half time we got a big chance there with Elton, a nice volley, but it just went wide the post. Then we're still in the 45th minute. He has the ball with Wellington Silva. A nice skill move to beat one of my defenders. Then he plays it over to Viedo, his striker, who was completely free, goes for a shot and actually makes it 1-1 to get in that equalizer going just before half time. Then in the second half he gets another chance there, a fantastic save from Handanovic, who pretty much keeps us into the game. Then we move on in the 83rd minute. We have the ball with Elton. We pretty much run through his defense and then he decides to tackle me. So I first thought he would maybe get a red card, but the referee decided to give him a yellow card despite the fact that I think it was his final defender who actually tackled me. But anyway, we picked up a free kick, a terrible shot from Charisma, but then look at that for a finish there from Chiellini. A terrible clearance from my opponent and we just headed in with Chiellini to make it 2-1 and actually give us a lead. But then in the 90th minute he goes through there with Arroyo. There was a little bit of lag, but I cannot really blame the lag. Just terrible defending there from me, and he makes it 2-2. So we went into extra time. I decided to sub on the man himself, that is Sifji, and we got a big chance there in the 111th minute, but again it just went wide. I couldn't believe it. And then on the counter-attack he got a chance there with Wellington Silva. Pass it over to Viedo. A great tackle there as you can see. So we do clear it away. Then we pick it up with Charisma. Pass it over to Sifji. And on the left-hand side I also decided to sub on Kishna. And there was a lot of space. So I decided to pass it off to Kishna, who pretty much goes 1-on-1 versus the goalkeeper. His goalkeeper saved it. And then from the rebound it is Charisma to actually pick up his 2nd goal of the game and make it 3-2 in the very end. So yeah, luckily enough we won the game. Again, a late winner, but that is how it is, I guess, in FIFA. That is how it goes sometimes. But anyway, we move on in what will be the final game of this episode, and we come up against a team with only 56 chemistry, but look at the players he had. He had Garrett Bale, Sanchez, and he had some other pretty good players. So I wasn't really too sure how this game would end up being, because we already played against some teams with not really the greatest chemistry, and we actually lost against one as well. So I wasn't really too sure what to expect, but the first few minutes we created a big chance there with Elton, where he he tries to go on the counter-attack there. As you can see, we immediately intercept it. Again, Elton there on the ball. We chip it over to Quintero, who goes with a first-time volley, but it went wide. And that is basically how it went in the first half and pretty much like the remaining minutes in the game, because we created a lot of chances. And my opponent, you can maybe see it from this clip, he wasn't really the best when it came to defending. And as you can see, we do pick up a really nice goal with Charisma to actually give us a lead. And then in the 33rd minute, like, we went for an advanced rainbow flick with Jorginho. We just took a shot, but then look at what his goalkeeper is doing. Like, I was so confused. He first saved it, and then when he stood up, you can see it from this clip, he just walked away for some reason, and was Elton there to actually put it in for an open net. So from that point onwards, I decided to take some long shots because I knew how bad goalkeepers are this year. Like, they're incredibly bad. And in the second half, we picked up a corner. We pick it up here with Quintero. We go with a finesse shot from quite some range, and we make it 3-0 to pretty much make it game over. And from that point onwards, I decided to go with some fancy stuff. You can see it right there. Again, I decided to sub on Sifchi just to get that extra player going with 5-star skill moves. But this time, Ter Stegen, I think his goalkeeper was saved it pretty easily. Then in the 81st minute, a lovely sombrero flick to a nice volley from Charisma. Just went wide the post. Very, very unlucky. Then in the 85th minute, again, Charisma going through. We beat his goalkeeper with a nice barrel. Then I was hoping for a fancy shot, but it just ended up being some sort of outside foot chip shot, I think, with Charisma to make it 4-0. And then in the 89th minute, we got through there with Sifchi. I was trying to actually beat his goalkeeper, but he actually stayed in his area, so we went with some more skill moves instead. Then a nice blanco hop from Sifchi to finish it off and make it 5-0. And also with this goal, Ter Stegen was looking pretty bad. Maybe it was because of the chemistry, because his chemistry was pretty low. But still, I've played with goalkeepers. For example, Reina a couple episodes ago, he made some bad mistakes for me, even though he was on full chemistry. So I think it is just goalkeepers that EA needs to fix really, really soon. But anyway, we move to the scalers up, and as you can see right there, we currently have 8 goals with Elton, which is not too bad with 6 games left. So hopefully we can complete that challenge in the next episode. And you can see right there as well, we currently got 4 challenges completed out of the 6, which is not too bad either. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like, would be very much appreciated. And if we can hit 2,000 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.